Bandits on Wheels, these two teams plus Noxum are probably some of the most seasoned Bandits on Wheels veterans. I think they've probably got the most Bandits on Wheels appearances in front of them. And, well, it didn't show on that play. That was a wide open net for Trent to score on off kickoff.
Yeah, Reese with a big miss hit. And, just wanted to see if Trent was able to hit the open nets. You never know in this game if someone can find the open net. It's a lot of pressure, but he does find it in 6 seconds, and it's one of them.
That's a good point. You gotta test your opponent at all times, even if it's a very, very easy test that no one should be missing at this level. But I digress. 1-0. Audacity trying to make it 2. Drib's kind of just floating there. Trent will dunk Reese in the midfield, and we're still playing on the RNG. Audacity with the faster start of these two teams so far.
Definitely some uncharacteristical touches from this pretty princess squad. Is Daru not able to find the touch on the sidewall there? Reese around 1, and now it's Sats to try to work it out. He won't quite make it. It's Daru got the flip reset off the sidewall, not able to use it, and he'll just bump Gator on his way through.
Ooh, back wall open with that miss from Trent. Hard shot from Reese. Rebound from Daru. About as you can see, it's going to get, but that assist from Reese, though, he put some heat behind that ball.
Yes, he did. That was a laser. I'm surprised Sats kept it out in the first place, but Daru's there to play cleanup crew, and just like that, scoreline leveled, not even a minute gone by.
A great response from Pretty Princesses. Like they know how to do this whole competitive Rocket League thing, and it just takes 2 shots for them to find an equalizer. Sats has some room, but no beans in the tank to work with, so it's a clear. Or Pretty Princesses, though, sent right back into the orange end. Gator faking a musty there? I'm not sure. Reese read it, though, and it's a clear back in the blue end.
Big drop down. Reese, good beat on the clearance. Gator, no touch, and last man, Sats, will have to try to work it out. Tribs will keep the pressure going at mid. Trent doesn't have that red, and he doesn't find the boost either here. Reese over 1. Reese just trying to dump this one down. He can't keep it below the crossbar. Audacity for now will not concede, though that's a big fate from Dribs, but he doesn't have the touch. Ball back into the box only to the purple and blue octane of Trent, and Audacity again. Epic. I mean, the theme of Audacity esports seems to just be hang on.
Well, they're hanging on to the corner for dear life at the moment, as we were stuck there for some time. We do finally get out, and Trent off the side wall won't find much of anything. It's the defender. Gator elects to take 100 boost, then the ball, taking his time. He knows the space he has in the midfield. Pass out to the side, not gonna work out. Trent bumped off it. Daru popped to himself. 70 boost, what you got in store for us, Daru? Nothing, says Gator. He shuts that down. 50's dribbed, and it's offense time for Audacity.
Shot turned aside, follow up back into the box. Sats' shot is sneaking over, and just like that, all Audacity needs is a pair of looks before they're able to take the lead.
Such a nice shot from Sats, using the momentum of his car to lightly tap it just underneath the crossbar. I absolutely love that. Defenders both grounded, where to place it, and that is a lead for Audacity indeed. Halfway point of game 1, and maybe we score other than a 2-1 scoreline, Volts, which is all we had in the last series.
Yeah, something tells me we're not going to have that same issue here, Bet, because both of these offenses know how to score in high numbers. That one almost snuck out. I was waiting to see where Sats was. He wasn't quite in the frame. Good positioning from Gator, and the follow-up at least forcing the slowdown of play. There's a big bump from Sats. It's Trent now over to Gator. Gator's got it red. Gator did not have that bounce, though, and it will not end up being a shot.
Daru again with lots of boost and a little bit of space. Gets to Dribs, who's going to pop it, but Trent was all over that play as first man. Looking to get underneath. Reese ball somehow leaks out towards Dribs. Don't know how he was in the right place at the right time for that play. But he was. Couldn't generate too much power, and so defense gets out for now. Another hard shot from Dribs. 0 for 2. Sats finds the save there, and 90 seconds left. Audacity hanging on to their lead.
Well, that's not a good play at mid as Sats played it to his own back wall. Gator is there, and he'll be able to at least boom it out to midfield, though Reese around 1. Can't get around the second. Daru had space, but Trent read that well, and that's Audacity trying to just force this one out of the middle third of the field and down into the attacking third, but every time they try to escape, there's an orange car there. This is dangerous, but Trent will cut it off, and Audacity Esports hang on again.
The last series was Audacity, whose midfield control really kept them in it. This time, though, Pretty Princesses were hanging with it with their midfield control, but couldn't score any goals. And then Audacity with a quick hit on the other end make them pay.
Yeah, Reese didn't get up like he wanted to there, and Dribs did not have his back in that situation. It leads to a wide open net, and after hanging on for dear life, Epic, they have a 2-goal lead. If it works, it works.
It's one challenge that causes the House of Cards to all come crumbling down. So fast offense going to have to be on the cards for the Pretty Princesses, and interested to see if they've got it in them, because that was slow offense that did not generate much for the majority of game number 1 of this best of 3. And Audacity now finding clears, wasting time expertly. Daru's in a weird spot. He will get out because there were no blue cars in the vicinity. Regardless, though, Audacity has their 2-goal lead, and they're content to just play offense.
50 down. Gator got erased, and now Reese looking for a bump, but he can't find Sats. 20 on the clock, and Sats just wasting time in the corner. Gator over the top to help it along, and a big 50 demo from Sats will burn the remainder of this clock away, Bepic. So barring a score here, which is possible, never mind. Gator's air dribbling to his own corner here, and that will be the end of game number 1. Audacity does a great job to take this one, almost added one for emphasis, but they'll move on to match point.
That they will. Looking to be the team that heads up to the grand finals to play Noxum instead of the Pretty Princesses, who I'm sure are hungry for revenge after losing 3 straight in kind of dominant fashion in favor of Noxum in that winners final, unfortunately for them. But we got a reverse sweep Audacity now. 7 shots apiece. That game, Audacity's defense did, I think, a lot better a job at making sure the ball wasn't getting into too dangerous positions. I mean, there were times where it got center, Dribs was allowed to fire a rocket on net, but there was always someone there in the perfect spot for Audacity to make the save.
Audacity does a great job of really ushering everything into their corners and controlling the boost when they're on defense. That's one of the huge parts of playing defense, is not just getting buried with boost starvation and losing your own big boost in the corner. And they did a great job of controlling boost, weathering the storm, and man, when they get a look, they strike.
That they do. Speaking of, Reese picks his point and hits the target. That's a bullseye. Top left corner, opening goal in game 2.
What a shot. I mean, off kickoff, flip reset right into
Beautiful.
the air dribble. Top left corner there. No one's saving that.
No, I mean, that's how you want to start off a game that you have to win or face elimination in the tournament. Absolutely perfect. Daru's trying to do something similar. The defense will intervene this time around. Leads to a clear for Audacity, and Trent center ball, and comes Gator, fires one, but ricochets off of Reese's car. Ricochet off of that car. I think it was Sats in the area trying to take a shot, but defense again going to prevail for Pretty Princesses.
Gator around 1 on his way out. Gator 15 boost to work with. Musty to the back wall. There's just no one mid for the follow-up. I'll be honest, I don't think his teammates expected him to get such a brilliant pass there. Now it's counter-attack time. Dribs can only play it to the corner, though, and again, Audacity just ushering everything to the corners. They just direct traffic so well here, and even though they spend this extended time on defense, Bepic, they're not under any real threat.
No, not particularly, and passing plays not really connecting for Pretty Princesses. They've had a couple of opportunities to put the ball towards a teammate, but they're too far out in front, or they like to plug the ball down the field instead of getting it to their teammate. Dribs next to the ball, but he was on the way out after harassing the net. So Pretty Princesses shifting the strategy just a little bit to introduce more physicality into their play offensively, but not working out yet. We'll see if it does later on.
Reese wants to work this one out. Big touch from the side wall. Daru could keep it mid. He's got the psycho here, but doesn't quite find the touch. Dribs ball catches Reese on the way out, and that's going to work. Fortunate there. Daru finds the bump on Sats, and it's a 2-0 lead.
All we had to see from Pretty Princesses was strange aggression. Hitting your rotating out teammate in Reese and having the ball pop up perfectly for them to turn on it and polish it off with a strike. That is strange offense, but it's effective, and it's very much welcome from their fans here in Game 2 that they have to win.
This is is a dangerous ball here as Dribs didn't quite get the best touch. Reese can only play it to the sidewall, but that's a huge dunk on a waiting Gator there. Sats is awkward on that back wall, and just 2 minutes gone by. Still plenty of time for Audacity to get back into this one, Beppic, but Pretty Princesses look like they've found the answer thus far.
Well, they've got goals and they still have possession. It's the one variable that had to change did change. Is the shots are going in, the plays are connecting. And now Audacity, the ball's in their court. They're the ones that have to find escape routes that are meaningful towards their success in offense. Because right now they're getting out for half a second, maybe 3/4 of a second, but they can't really do anything in the offensive end. Sat stole a boost there, but it's up to his teammates to make sure they stay on that orange side.
Yeah, and they don't stay there very long. This one fighting to cross the midfield line. Sats will dump it back in. He finds a big demo as well. Trent has a look on net, but Dribs able to scramble back and make the save. Respawns in front of Dribs, though, and no clearance there as they collide.
Can clear as well. We'll waste some clock, but there's 2 minutes left, so we're not too focused on the timer at the moment. I am focused, though, on Audacity slowly gaining more ground in the orange end. Trent on net. No, just short. The woodwork going to deny a ball that would have cut the lead in half in favor of Audacity, but still got to fight. You got plenty of time to do it.
That's an awkward touch. Trent will be forced to just bail him out there. Gator, good beat. Sats is awkward again. Dribs left this for Daru, though that's an interesting choice. No touch, but Daru positioned his car well to make the save.
Oh, so weird. Transition out. Audacity probably not going to be able to maintain possession. Never mind. It's a huge win from Gator. That was a lot of clumping up from Pretty Princesses. Should be a goal. No, Dribs. Heroics on the orange goal line. I don't know how the goose egg is still on the board for Audacity.
Gator will make the save on the counterattack, though. The danger not erased just yet. Reese erased Gator, and now erased him. Daru erased him on the respawn. Trent will send this one out of the box. Daru's follow-up will only catch the crossbar and out, and instead of this one being over, Beppic, there's still a chance for Audacity. Never mind.
Pretty Princesses are shooting 3 for 5 right now, and Audacity 0 for 7. That is, and I'll put it in my most analytical terms, not good. We're going to game 3, and Audacity's got some offensive issues to figure out.
53 seconds to at least try to find one and find some belief that they've solved the issues here. Gator back down, triple commit to get it out, but it works for Pretty Princesses. Dribs also wins the big 50 at mid. Big follow-up from the wall. He almost put that away. Trent can't do anything with the clearance that was in his direction, and Beppic, this one might be signed, sealed, and delivered.
Ooh, like that from Daru. He's got some nice ball control, beaten several blue cars on 0 boost. Oh my god, almost resulted in a goal. He was just caroming towards the blue net with malicious intent. Though it doesn't really matter. I'm staring at a play enthralled when it's a 3-0 blowout here in game 2. Though it shouldn't have been Volts. Audacity had their moments, just couldn't put them home.
Dribs just going to keep this one up for the time being. Trent will take it a big pop here. Audacity wants to grab one more. I think Pretty Princesses are ready to go to our next game. It's a dominant win and a great response from Pretty Princesses. And for the second time tonight, Beppic, we head to game number 3.
Audacity made good changes, though. They were playing a ton of defense in the first half of that game, and they put 8 shots on, so they figured out the possession side of things as game 2 developed, but they couldn't translate those shots into goals, and I think that's due more in large part to Pretty Princesses looking absolutely impeccable on their own goal line. There were so many diving saves in that game, and sometimes games are like that, and you got to shrug them off.
Yeah, just gotta go next. Gotta move on there. You had the offense, you had the looks. Now in game number 3, you have to put some of those looks away.
To find those small gaps, because if Pretty Princesses are still on defensively, it might have to be a 1-0 win for Audacity. So make sure your defense is solid, boys, because if you're gonna get that date with Noxum in the grand finals, then you're going to have to stop a Pretty Princesses team that is now rolling.
To Champions Field we go. Game 3 in front of us. Can Audacity start putting away goals in excess, or do we see a repeat? Does that Pretty Princesses defense continue to stand tall?
There's
it's
one.
called into action just 5 seconds in, Beppic.
We need to start getting a goal, a diving save counter. As Pretty Princess has had 7 in the last one. We've had 1 so far. I don't know if I would count that from Dribs. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, that's worse. I can't believe that wasn't a goal.
An awkward moment. It's only a little bit more awkward. 2 in the corner. Neither went for the ball. And now it's a scrum in the midfield area to try to find an ounce of possession. Daru low boost. He's got it down into the box. He dunks Sats with Reese. Reese quick turn. 50 off the crossbar, and the weird Rocket League continues as somehow neither team has found the back of the net.
All right, Bandits on Wheels 36 is the cursed one. We get one every so often. Volts and I are familiar with it, but sometimes all 3 series are just weird, and that's been the case so far tonight. This has been a relatively strange one, especially now with the ball just deciding not to go into the back of the net. It must be allergic or something. This is a weird 0-0 game, and it'll stay 0-0 with that miss from Trent.
Gator Big Fake got one up, takes the 50 with the second. That almost snuck over Reese. Sats will dump it back in, but Reese still there to play defense as Trent went for the sidewall. Psycho doesn't quite come through, and now the big escape. Gator trying to cut it out before it happens, and he'll win 2 50s at the midfield area. Trent launched into that one. We'll just grab the boost and look for a bump here. Dribs still in front, and sketchy defense at best, Bepic, but effective.
Trent just had to waste so much boost on a play that didn't go much of anywhere, though. I think it's going to be made up here by Gator. A great 50, though. Dribs reacts quickly, gets it back to his teammate. That is nicely done in the midfield by Pretty Princesses to gain some control if they had lost. Getting this game back, though. Double demo. I'm smokescreen. Can't see what's happening here. Staying neutral, though. A little bit deeper into the orange end, and now we are very much on the orange side of things. Great stuff from Gator. Now Trent on net. Boomed all the way back. That's an open net. Dribs to secure and bangs it off the crossbar, though. Rebound from Reese is good.
Oh my goodness, and Gator went for the big squishy, expecting something extremely faster than this little chip shot that he gets. He can't find the touch, and Reese, with probably his slowest goal of the night, will end up moving the scoreline 1-0.
Whatever works is now the theme of this series. Pretty Princesses somehow surviving with 4 saves. Reese had a savior medal, I believe, about 90 seconds into this game, and Pretty Princess is still afloat. There's one more. That it was totally sitting 4, though. Demo, it's Gator. That'll slow down the offense and push Audacity back.
Sats, big little pinch off his backboard there, and it was creative enough to switch the field. Another pinch on the side wall, though Daru's got it red. Dribs had the 50, but Trent will play it to the side. Trent on ball here, round 1 he goes, still has 30 in the tank. Flipper, he's set, it's just off. Gator's follow-up will not make its way back to the box, and Sats has to wait as both his teammates are in that orange corner.
So close again for Audacity, just can't quite find that finishing touch. Beautiful defense as well from Pretty Princesses, saving 5 of the 6 shots Audacity has put on, and they're finding these saves plus clears like this. Daru in the midfield, always a menace. Dribs the same, plugs that deep into the Audacity end. Reese trying to extend his shutdown by Sats, and a 2v1 going the other way. Pass down to Sats, a shot blocked by Daru. There's another diving save that looks impossible to make.
What a read from Daru there as the passes were crisp. The shot had some mustard behind it, and the save still made as Dribs plays this one off the back wall. Trent has it red. Trent back mid, but it's read well by Daru. And now, just under a minute 15, we're back to the battle for the midfield area.
And it is won by Trent for the time being. Out to Gator, shot on. Saved by Daru. Fairly easy defensive test pass. Now, one for Trent here. Dribs in the air. Takes it high. Scores. Solo effort from Dribs. Doubles the Pretty Princesses lead.
It's the flippery set over to there. Neither Gator nor Trent able to find the touch. Bepican with 55 left. You have to think that might have just sealed it.
That is a big go-ahead considering how well the Pretty Princesses defense has been playing in recent times. Games 2 and 3 combining for a shutout. 0 goals allowed after conceding 3 at the early stages of Game 1. But 40 seconds left to defend that title, defend the streak of 0 concessions. Now it's down to 35. Been talking too long.
Sats needs to find something here. This trip has to be fruitful, and with Gator erased, Trent, good job to at least find a pair of touches and air dribble to this one. Trent making something out of nothing, though. Gators follow-up on frame, and credit Trent for this, Bepic. This is an incredible recovery at mid, and he beats not one, but two to find the look for Gator.
Ooh, Daru came rushing in, expecting maybe something with that 50 that Trent took, and then tried to intercept the pass that resulted after that challenge. Great work. Trent on 0 boost, and now 15 seconds left. We need some magic for Audacity.
Yes, we do, but this is where you want to be. Gator, 50s in neutral, back across midfield. Trent had it red. Daru had his touch red. Also wins the 50 against Gator, and now we need 0 seconds from post to post here. Sats, sidewall, has it, has the ball over, but 2 on the backboard towards ground, and it will touch in the corner. Pretty Princesses survive.
Well, it didn't end in a games 2 and 3.